Welcome back to Tight Lines. Matches for coarse anglers on commercial waters are commonplace. Just ask my guest Steve Cook. But for fly anglers, it's a different story. This year, however, former world champion Ian Barr organised an event with qualifying matches all over the country that attracted nearly 400 entrants. Those who made it through gathered for the final of the Airflow World Bank Masters at Elinor Trout Fishery in Northamptonshire.
I'd like to welcome you all to Elinor for the first of the 2012 World Bank Masters Open Championships. Most important rule of today is have a really fun day, catch plenty of fish and get some new friends in the sport. We've got 105 competitors from around the whole of the UK, England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. We've even got an Australian competing for the top prize of £2,000. Conditions not favouring the anglers today. We've got quite a bit of wind. It's a very, very cold wind. This is Chris. Chris is one of our Aussie friends over from Australia. He was actually over here working and touring and heard of the competition and decided to enter. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yeah, that's right. I tried out fly fishing for the first time in September last year, actually, up at Scotland, and got my first trout and was hooked. And when I read about this competition in the fly fishing magazine, decided to give it a go and was lucky enough to qualify.
Good man. I think you were third in your heat, Chris.
Yeah, that's right.
What was a very, very strong field, so you did very well.
Yeah, I was lucky enough and was grateful for the couple of tips I got from Ian on the day. And it's been a magical time for me.
Good. So how's it going today?
Pretty slow, Ian, pretty slow. Everything I did yesterday that caught fish hasn't worked for me today. Just got my first one and I'm hoping for one or two more.
We've got quite a cold northeasterly wind today coming across the lake here. Now these anglers have got the wind coming off their backs, but it's pushing all the food and all the fish down to this far shore because the fish tend to follow down the wind. And these anglers down this side are in a more favourable position. All the warm water, all the food is going to hit these anglers quite tight in. So I suspect these guys are in for a very, very tough first session or two. But these guys down here should start to pick up fish, and we have seen one or two caught.
Every fish you catch on a peg is worth 2 points, and the first fish you catch rather on a peg is worth 2 points, and then for each fish after that up to 5 you get another point. So it's really about scoring on every peg. That's the secret today, and need to start scoring. See you later.
Right, so we have Harry Upton here, our youngest competitor from Shropshire. How's it going today, Harry?
Fine. I've not had any disadvantage. I've broken my wrist.
You've broken your wrist, and how did you do that?
Tug of war.
From a former fish catching champion to a former world casting champion. Now Jim Tomlinson has kindly taken 30 seconds out of his time to give us a casting demo, but Jim, give us a few quick tips to help improve our casting.
Well, one of the main things that people must think about is the way you hold the rod. It's just the same in golf. If you haven't the proper grip, you don't get the proper results. Now the thing is, what I'm doing here, I'm actually angling the thumb marginally to the side of the rod, which opens up that unit and gives much greater strength in the forward power stroke. It also means that you can pivot the handle to the underside of your forearm, and when you're lifting them, see what's happening here, you're getting an integral part of the handle onto the underside of your forearm, and that gives much greater strength when you go into the casting movement. If, for example, you had your thumb just in the top, you can see what happens. Your wrist is doing most of the work, whereas when you pivot the rod under your forearm, it's more or less a part of that unit, and it gives much greater lifting power into the back cast.
Third fish so far, so it's all good. It's tag number 44. There is a prize, but I'm not sure what they are. There's about 8 tagged fish altogether. So when I get back, whether or not I shall find out dinner time, I don't know.
That's a little beauty.
It's toughened up quite a lot. I've had a couple of offers, but typically the pressure probably pushed them a lot further out off the bank.
Right, we shan't keep you too long. We'll let you concentrate and hopefully do the job. Keep going, buddy.
I never catch anything when you're stood next to me.
I know. Let's go. Okay, walking away for cash of £2,000. Now this person caught 9 fish. 3 of you caught 9 fish, and 3 of you caught 9 fish on 4 pegs. 1 of them caught on the last peg. So that person who caught 2 fish on his last peg, with 13 points for £2,000, is Chris Jones from Wales. Very well done, mate. Thank you.
Interesting event, that.